special guest today is Josh Adams. You heard? Let's get it rocking and rolling. So, first and foremost, let's get the energy right.
Yes,
We
sir.
feeling good.
Feeling
It's
good,
a
baby.
Thursday morning, Thursday afternoonish, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? But we here, we alive, we blessed.
Yeah.
You know, we about to have a good time because Josh is a man of many traits, a lot of tricks up his sleeve, you know what I mean?
bit,
He's skinned
sure.
the cat
Little
a
bit,
couple
little bit.
times, you know
Yeah,
what I
little
mean?
bit,
A couple
little bit,
ways.
man.
He gonna
Appreciate
tell you all these different avenues and ventures that he's in, and you know how he get to the bag, basically. You know, because you can't be a one-trick pony out here. You know what I mean? Gotta have multiple incomes coming in, and you know, this is a guy here who, if you know, you know, like he's in everything. You know, so let's just get into it. Tell us how you feeling today. You know, how you doing. And then just take us through your journey per se. You know what I mean? Like, cause let me get this right. First off, he's a graphic designer, photographer, video editor. He probably does video shooting as well. Music artist, and then he got an EP. He's coming out. Do My Time coming out soon too. So there you go. Then on top of all of that, he got a YouTube podcast where he does reactions, and I usually let people, I usually let you say all this shit.
I mean, that's cool, man. Hey, you surprised me with the do my time thing.
Yeah, do my time.
I know if y'all was listening.
I'm listening, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So, Do My Time, that's coming out soon. I'm going to let him talk about when. Then you also got, just to add, on top of all that, you got a barber, father, and a husband. So, you know what I mean? Love is love. You talk about a busy man. His schedule is always packed. So, on that note, so back to my original question, please tell us how you feeling, how you doing, and then just talk about your, you know, how you started in your ventures or the timeline.
Oh man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. You know, a little tired, but you know, I'm excited to be here. You know what I'm saying? Very appreciative and just, you know, humble as well. I always try to keep my head, you know, keep myself level-headed and, you know, not big-headed. So I definitely appreciate you, both of y'all, for, you know, having me here for this.
For sure.
And as far as my journey, man, like what in particular?
What started first? What got your interest first in the media?
Music.
Okay.
I started doing music when I was in maybe like 10th grade. Started writing. I'm adopted, so I was adopted at 10 months.
Okay.
And I didn't meet my birth mother until maybe like 24-ish, right? And so, but in between that time, I remember my cousin, like I don't know if you know, his name is John Basement, but he's a Pittsburgh artist. And he's been around for a long time. And so I would always, you know, see him performing or just like, you know, hear his music all the time and everything. He's the one who, he gave me my first CD, which was, I believe it was Jay-Z's, either The Blueprint or
Classic.
which one had Hard Knock Life on it?
That was
Recent? No.
No, that was
The Gift and the Curse.
Nah. Hard Knock Life was volume 2.
Was it Volume 2?
Oh, Volume 2.
Okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
that was my first CD I ever got. And ever since then, you know, and just watching, remember MTV Jams and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I'm like, I know I could do something like that. And so I remember going up to him and asking him, like, yo, like, you know, I want to start writing and everything. And he gave me my first opportunity at the studio. But I wrote my first song about my birth mother. You know, just in that transition of just, you know, just the search to try to find her and everything. And I remember I wrote a song for, Dr. Dre's, what's it called? The Chronic album.
Okay.
Remember them big CD cases?
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
Yeah, big CD case. I had his CD, it was the Chronic album, but it was all instrumentals. It was all the instrumentals, not the songs.
Right.
And so I picked one of them, and they had this thing called Mr. Still Valley. That's why I went to high school with. That's where I went to high school. And it was called Mr. Still Valley. It was a competition. And it was like kind of like Mr. Congeniality type thing.
Okay.
I was the only black kid in the whole thing. So I was like, all right, let me just do it. But I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna do it my senior year though, so that nobody in my senior year can try to win it. So I was like, all right, you know. So I did it, and I rapped. I did my first rap for my mom, and everybody started standing up and like cheering and everything. I'm like, yo,
a round of
this is
applause,
crazy.
right?
You know what I'm saying? And so,
Ovation.
and that was like motivation for me to keep on going. And I always wanted to be that type of artist where just to inspire, you know what I'm saying, and heal, and just speak, you know, just write for the masses, speak to the masses, you know, not just Pittsburgh, but outside of Pittsburgh too. And so my cousin, he's the one who gave me the opportunity to just, you know, get in the studio, record and whatnot. And I just kept it moving from there. And I remember we was just talking about recently with the whole, we burning CDs and stuff back then. That was the hustle. Yeah. You know, and so yeah, we didn't have Spotify's and iTunes. We didn't have that. We didn't have DistroKid and stuff, you know, to be able to just go ahead and just people could just go ahead and search it and play it and download it. And so you had to, you know, we didn't have streaming then.
Yeah, you had to record
so you had
it on the radio.
Yeah, you had to record it. Yeah, get on the radio.
Yeah, we spoke about that too. Like when you had the cassette tape. You know what I'm saying? I had to record. That was crazy.
Press play at the same time.
You had to get out there and you know what I'm saying? We had to distribute yourself, you know what I'm saying? And so and that was like my hustle then. And so, you know, we had like it was called Shadow Lounge back then. In East Liberty, you know, performed there, was a part of a group and everything.
What was the group called?
It was called All Millennium.
All Millennium.
All Millennium. And with different artists from I'm from Homestead. So it was different artists from Homestead, and we was together and whatnot, only for a short period of time though. Then I became a part of this group. It was called Team X, whatever, and that's more so like it was kind of like a gospel rap group, and we was open up for different like gospel singers and stuff, like international gospel singers.
Okay.
Remember back in the day, like 106 and Park.
Yeah.
So we had we had an opportunity to get there, but we never made it. But we was taking over Pittsburgh and everything. We dropped a music video. We had the chief of police was in there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so everybody was in there. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I was like, you see, the other two rappers, they was like 16. I was like the old head. I was like 18 going on 19 or something. And so we was doing that for a while and stopped doing music for a little bit. Because you know how it is. You know what I'm saying?
You get tired, writer's block.
Yeah, writer's block. And then it's like, you know, I mean, y'all love doing this, but things and certain events happen in life where it's like you kind of like, do I feel like doing this?
Right, life be lifing.
Yeah,
and
like
you second guess yourself and everything like that. If
do I feel like doing? Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
it's like, you know, sometimes you just need a little break, and it's like, you know, you kind of lose the whole thought process.
The spark a little bit.
Yeah, you lose the spark a little bit, you know. But that was my, you know, how I started it, and then I just started getting back, like you said, with the whole to do my time. And I wanted to come out with something that this generation could feel and understand, and just show people that I could be versatile too. You know what I'm saying? I'm more so like the Jay-Z, Lupe Fiasco type artist.
Fabs and everything.
Yeah, like, but I can be versatile though, like, cause I've never done anything like a beat like that before. It's cause it's kind of like a Boss Man, D-Lo type feel to it. But my goal has always been to try to inspire and to heal people who have, whether they've been through depression, cause I've been in that. You know what I'm saying? I've been in depression. I've been in, I've battled with, mental health issues and whatnot, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, man, we don't talk about that enough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And that's the problem though, you know, and it's like, you know, I've been making music for the past 15 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm from here, and it's like, you know, I feel like sometimes the only people or artists that get like really exposure are the ones who talk about the opposite that I talk about.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
they talk about death. They talk about
guns,
shit. Yeah, you know, cause
it gets old. Like, when is it ever going to get old? You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like it ever will, because it's just that's the money. That's the lane.
It's the money grabber, but it's the cycle.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
People would have to change their mindset. Like,
right.
I think about when they put 50 and Kanye West against each other back in the day.
Yeah, I remember
you brought me back to 106 and Park.
Yeah.
So, but remember, like, the transition, 50 was that guy.
Yeah.
What was he rapping about? Gangster music, all of this other stuff.
True.
And then all of a sudden, they put him against Kanye. Yeah, Kanye's obviously the opposite type. But Kanye sold more records than he did.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like Graduation. Yeah.
The whole transition of positive music coming out. So, it's just gonna have to be a
time.
Welcome to the good life. Yeah,
is that when he put out Massacre? That's when he put out Massacre.
No, that was Curtis.
No, it was Massacre.
It was Curtis.
Was it?
Massacre came out in 05. Good Rich or Die Trying came out 03. Curtis came out 07. That's when Kanye dropped the second
Graduation.
album, Graduation.
Yeah.
It was Curtis versus Graduation.
Yeah.
Okay.
His Graduation
It was one of them gangster joints.
Bruh.
It was Curtis, but and everybody say like Curtis was like his weaker album out the first three.
Yeah,
I mean, it was obviously, but like,
crazy.
but
Massacre was crazy.
fire.
Good Rich or Die Trying was fire.
Yeah,
Classic
crazy.
play,
Fire
joints, yeah. Like, but like I was saying, like the transition is gonna have to be a mindset or a shift in energy for everybody to be on the same type of page. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like all we was just talking about Sexy Reds and the
Yeah.
drill music that's coming out. Like that's just the wave right now. We gotta just wait to the next one, and then just to add on to that, like we talk about like knowledge and information. You know what I mean? Shit that stuff that's not really like exciting per se, you know what I mean? But I bet you, I was just thinking this, all of our shows and even this episode will stand the test of times because it's information that you can use every day with your life. You know, it's not going to just fade away with the trends or whatever's going on right now. Like, we're unpopular now. We're going to be unpopular then. But, you know.
But you know why?
You got to stay in your lane.
The content we're making is timeless.
Yeah.
So like you said, it can stand the test of time. So
there's not a lot of people that's doing what you're doing, as far as it's like, you know, talking about certain events like this. I mean, there's a couple people, but like in Pittsburgh, there's not too many that I know of. I know it's you, like Devin's. He goes by Devin Zoolander. He has a podcast too, and he talks about stuff like this too. It's more so geared to music, but not too many people doing it. And it's like, you know. The thing is just keep it going,
right? Yeah,
because it's tough. It's tough to
go against the grain.
Yeah, it's tough to keep on going when it's like you feel like you're not really getting the attention that you know or support that you need. That's what with the whole like with me when I started YouTube about maybe 4 years ago, about 4 years ago, maybe 5. And I just hit like 1,500.
I seen that. Shout out to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, appreciate that,
that's
man.
YouTube
like
numbers right there, boy.
And it's like, you know, you would think like, okay, 4 or 5 years, like, dang, it took you that long to get there.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's just sticking to the grind because sometimes you get a little bit, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Thrown off your track or like
kind of like, you know, disappointed or something. Like if you put out a video and you don't get the numbers that you want, but it's strategic though. I had to learn that even with TikTok stuff, like because of when COVID had hit, I was doing content creation and stuff on that.
Okay,
and I ended up getting 222,000 followers on there.
Jeez,
But I learned, I'm like, you can do this dumbest thing
and
get the most. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. That's how the world is.
People attention spans, they say it's only like 8 to 15 seconds,
and it will tell you.
So if you don't,
analytics will tell you.
It will say so and so watched for 5 seconds and clicked
off.
Like, I'm like, dang, dog, who is this? Like,
I didn't even get through my name.
I'm like, that's it.
How many people kept scrolling on that joint?
I'm
like, yo, that's crazy.
And you gonna have some haters too. People gonna get on your stuff like, man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, or y'all, you know.
And that's another thing, though.
You're gonna
bro.
do that, though.
I don't understand how people, you could put out a video, whether it's good or bad, but like people always find the negative in whatever you do.
Like why come on my stuff, like you watched the video, and yet you took the time out to like really say like, I can't believe you're doing this, like so many bars went over your head and you're trash. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I just reply with a smile.
You took 22 minutes or 22 seconds plus tax in order to
just
write
to
this
be
whole
negative.
thing. And then what if your phone shut down? You probably plug it
back
online.
I just say thank you for the view. That's it. Thank you for the view. I appreciate
in the comment. I appreciate you.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you for the view and the comment.
That's it. That's gonna help your content get out there. Don't matter, man. That's motivation right there.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes you just take it with a grain of. You got to take it with a grain of salt, you know, and just keep it pushing, like you said. Stay tunnel vision.
You have to. You got to stay locked in at all times.
So when we talk about music, what are some of your favorite projects that you've done, or you know, favorite songs that you put out?
So honestly, let me see. I've had two albums. I dropped one. It was called My Life. It was My Lifetime. It was Lifetime, and that was my first album I dropped, and that was back in 2006.
Why was that your favorite?
Well, I'll say it's my favorite because it was my first one.
Okay.
Near
and dear to your heart. That's the first one. I feel
it shared a lot of
personal life.
Personal. You know, just a lot of just milestones and a lot of heartbreak, a lot of loss that I went through for that season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And plus it was kind of like, you know, I mean, it was me still learning how to become an artist. You know, I had, you know, great content to talk about, but I was still learning as far as like how to flow, cadence, all those things. And so that's why it's one of my favorites. So I've only dropped like two solid projects, whatever, and I'm working on one right now. But and still getting, still trying to get better and learn. You know, because I mean, I was maybe 18 17, 18 when I first dropped. You know, I'm about to be 37. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So been doing it for a long time. So I would say that's my favorite. And what did you say after that? You said favorite project.
Yeah, and why was your favorite?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the little birdie told me that you was gonna drop the EP today off the strength that you was gonna coach your content. You know what I'm saying?
So I
don't know, Tweety went there.
So I want to drop the you know what's crazy is, so I don't know if you know about this program. It's called Band Lab. So Band Lab is basically, it's an app on your phone, but it's like a studio on your phone. You can plug if you got Beats or whatever headphones you got, you can plug them in to your phone and you can record your music.
Word.
Like you can mix it down.
Man, this is powerful.
Listen, that sample that you heard, the due time, I recorded that on my phone.
Wow,
that's crazy.
No lie.
I couldn't tell.
Recorded that on my phone. So it's like, you know, it saves me, you know, because like, say if I'm writing or something like that, so I don't remember, so I don't forget how it goes.
Just go right.
I just go boom, record it. Record my verse, record the hook, and everything on how, you know, instead of me just like, because sometimes if I write, I might forget how that verse goes, how the flow was going. So I just like boom, I record it, so I have it, and then when I go to the studio, boom, just do it like that. So
you're still going to the studio, record it, but you're just pre-recording.
Well, I haven't been able to go to the studio lately because one of my guys, shout out to Harrison Roberson. He goes by Encourage. He's an artist, Pittsburgh artist too. And so me and him are like, it's kind of like y'all two, like you know what y'all two is like. Y'all have a different type of vibe. Y'all grew up with each other. You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand each other when y'all do this content and everything. And so it's the same thing with me and him. It's like he had his own studio in his house, but you know he got married and whatnot. You got a son now. Had to kind of like put it on pause. Yeah. And it's like me, I'm real picky on where I go.
So like you don't just want to go everybody.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like to have a packed studio. I like it just me, producer. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, depending on what your personality's like. If I'm vibing with you, I like to go in there, do my thing. And me and him vibe. Like we love the same type of genre, same type of style rap, and we get in there. You know what I'm saying? We'll make a masterpiece. Yeah. And so I haven't been able to be in the studio, so it's like Band Lab has like been really saving me. You know what I'm saying? It's because like I want to get back to. I finally got that fire again. To get back to writing and, you know what I'm saying, making music, and that's when the whole due time thing, like, I want to let y'all hear that today, too.
Yeah, we can play it.
I want to let y'all hear the whole thing.
Play the whole speaker and everything.
I'm telling you, like this is, and I've never done this, I'm telling you, it's my first time doing a track, something like that. Because I usually do, like the smooth joints, you know, so, but it's different.
And why was that? Like, you just wanted to just step outside of your lane and...
Well, the funny thing is, I was driving on the way to the gym, and it's like I listen to Boss Man D-Lo. Like he got a couple joints that I like. Everybody, you know, a couple popular singles out. So I was like, you know, and he has a different, like a weird flow. So I was like, man, let me search up a beat like a Boss Man D-Lo type style beat. And I searched it up. I seen it was like the third beat I heard. I was like, oh, this is nasty. Yeah. And so I'm like, started writing on the way to the gym. There you go. Then I was writing in the gym. And then I literally wrote the song one day. Okay. Wow. And I recorded it the next day or the same day.
Yeah, you might as well have it.
Right.
Yeah. Fresh. Yeah. And I did that whole the visual that you seen for it. I did it on my phone. I did it on my phone.
Yo, first time out. Yeah. My man done recorded a whole song. Recorded Do My Time on the phone. Shot the video on his phone. Listen. Like. making money on this. If you're not making money off your handheld device or being creative with it, you're losing, bro. There's no excuse.
There's no excuse. You cannot say, "Oh, bro, I can't go to the studio," or I don't have or we understand how sometimes money can get tight. I get it. We all, everybody ain't balling out here. So it's like this right here, bro. You got a camera. You can go do photography. You know what I'm saying? With this, if you don't have whatever. And people wouldn't even know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People won't know. The quality's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, boom, if you ain't got Beats headphones, it don't matter. Yeah, you got to get the wireless AirPods, whatever, plug it in there.
Look, I'm still using the wired headphones.
That's what I'm saying. I've learned, bro. I've learned that it's like it doesn't matter how much money you're spending on the equipment. It matters about the
person,
the skills that you got, because you can have the biggest and craziest camera, but you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
That's you can go I can say, hey, listen, our object is to shoot this commercial, right? I got a A7, I got a Sony A7. All right, boom. I got the biggest Canon you could have. I got the, you know what I'm saying?
All 5Cs probably.
Yeah, right. It's like, okay, he can go ahead and take the Canon and. He's sitting there, you know what I'm saying? He don't know what to do. His stuff is shaky and everything. You know what I'm saying? The video's shaky. Yeah. And it's like me, I could go ahead and take my Sony A7. And he don't know that when you do, if you get the neck strap on the camera and you pull it like this, it can help your stability of the lens. He might not know that.
Yeah.
He might not have that skill. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, boom, my stuff is gonna come out better because of just experience and just, you know what I'm saying, and skill. And he don't know what he's doing, but he got all the money in the world though. And it's like, but bro, my stuff came out, and it's like, you get a better camera than me. You feel me?
Yeah, it's just all it goes down to like color mixing too. Like people be like, oh, what kind of equipment you use, and think that it's a numbers game because I spent X amount of dollars on this camera. Like, nah, you can work with $1,000 camera.
Yes.
You know what I mean, and still create quality.
Yeah.
The simple of it is if you're doing a storyline or you have that vision and you know how you want your videos to come out, it'll come out the way you want it to.
But you have to educate yourself, man.
That part. YouTube.
Don't just invest in just the equipment, but invest in the
materials.
Knowledge.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
Because I've been doing it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Over 10 plus years. You know, and so, but I've also been I'm always on YouTube. Looking at different content creators, how they do things, different graphic designers, whatever it may be, on how they do things. How can I get better? You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to, but if you want to be one of the best,
perfecting your craft.
Yeah, you have to. Y'all want to be, y'all want to be the best. Yeah, man.
If you're not learning every day, then you're doing yourself an injustice.
Yeah, bro. Like,
even
what are you doing?
It's something. You gotta pick up something, knowledge. I don't care what you into. Just read about it. Yeah. Watch a video. Watch a podcast.
Because it's out there. It's out there. All you gotta do is press the play. That's it.
That part. And
just watch.
It's too much information at the fingertips.
Yeah, man. So, take notes, man.
Right. Facts. So we talked about the music. We're gonna get back into that.
Yeah.
But what was the next thing for you? Was it the graphic design or was it photography?
It was
I would say
a little bit of both. Yeah, I'll say a little bit of both because when I was doing my music thing, I had this big camera. I don't even know what it was. I don't know what type of camera it was. It was huge, bro. And it was like I would take for the pictures of the artist that was, I told you I was part of a group.
Yeah.
My first group.
Yeah.
And so I would take pictures of them and I would design their album covers and stuff.
Okay.
Right. So I was doing a little bit of both.
One-stop shop.
Yeah. So I would, but I first learned. Yeah. But I first learned graphic design in high school in 10th grade. It was a class called Digital Communications.
Okay.
And so we learned about, we had Photoshop. It was like Photoshop CS1 or something, bro. It was like the first Photoshop.
Yeah, beginning.
Yeah, so I'm like, but I've been drawing since I was 5 though. You know what I'm saying?
You draw too?
Yeah, so I've been drawing since I was 5 years old. And so that's what kind of got me into just like kind of graphic art. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna try this. That way I could just, do all my stuff digitally.
Right.
And I was getting into animation too. Okay. I made my first little small video game on in class and everything. Yeah, it was dope.
This nigga made him.
Yeah,
okay.
I went to.
Okay.
I went. I went I had. It was part of the curriculum. It was like a shooting little target game, whatever.
Still, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. So it was a dope
crazy.
class, man. And shout out to Mr. Emerald. He ain't gonna. I don't really think he's gonna see this, but he might though.
You never know.
Never know.
But he taught me. He's the one who like got me started with the whole graphic design thing. And then I kind of like, my mom, she had an older camera at the house, and I just picked it up and just started taking pictures and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then I stuck with graphic design from 10th grade, and then I graduated, went to ITT, Technical Institute, for 2 years. I went for multimedia computer drafting, so I did like, we had our first assignment, we had to like take apart a computer, the whole computer, and put it back together and make it work again. And then we did, it was a Photoshop. Then I learned first about Adobe Premiere.
Yeah,
that's when I started to get into video editing.
I'm a Final Cut guy, but
I love Premiere, man. I've been doing Premiere for so long. I can't.
They're the
believe it.
same thing, but like
it's programs. Yeah.
Like what Emil said, it's just like what you learn in Adobe Premiere. You can those are transferable skills to Final Cut Pro and vice versa.
What do you feel like the difference is? Why do you like Final Cut more?
Like you said, like I'm just a Final Cut baby. You know what I mean? That's the program I grew up on. That's what I was taught on.
Yeah.
But like I got cousins and stuff that are into this stuff too, and they work on Adobe, and I see how they work. Yeah. It's the same process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just the upbringing was for that.
Yeah. I mean,
what you're comfortable with.
It's more a comfortability thing. More than anything. But I can get into Adobe and still make out whatever I feel like creating at that time.
For sure.
That's how I feel about it. It's not one is better than the other to me in my mind. So it's just preference.
Right. Same thing. Like I said, I've been doing it. I mean, I started doing it like a Premiere 2006 to all the way till now, and then I was learning about I did animation there too. It was 3D modeling, so I was doing 3D modeling there. They was teaching us about that. Also, like web design too, doing that for 2 years. But the only thing with ITT is they didn't provide us with no type of like helping us find jobs or nothing. And so you've been hearing a lot about ITT, like all of them like shut down.
Yeah,
people been getting like student loans and all that stuff, like getting money back for all that money that they spent.
Because they ain't never really help you out to the next level.
Exactly. So the same thing I believe happened with Art Institute. Yeah.
Art Institute for sure.
But I did. See, listen, man.
Literally months before they was about to close.
They knew what they was doing, bro.
About to close.
They knew what they was doing, but I was young, so I'm like,
all that money. It's like, so we got you for this. So just sign right here.
I wish I would have told my parents, like, listen, man, don't sign that, man.
Yeah.
Not sign. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I learned a lot there though, and I that's how I learned how to do video editing and stuff, man.
I mean, at least you took something from it, because a lot of times people pay a lot of money and don't get nothing to show for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to show.
And I had to get my degree, my associate's degree, in that, and like I said, like still, and I'm trying to get my bachelor's now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, and still learning.
Congrats to that, man. Keep learning, keep thriving, man, to be the best version of yourself every day. Like,
every day.
You know,
it's tough though.
It is.
No, it is tough because so many things against you on a daily basis, and you know what I mean. Other things seem, like we say, it seem a little sexier to do. You know what I mean, but you want to stay the path that you on, because this you fighting your own race. You running your own thing, so stay in your lane. Stuff is gonna flourish. You just matter of time. That's how it is. That's how it works.
It's tough out here, man.
Okay, so we figured out the music artist, graphic designer, photographer.
I don't think we talked about.
We didn't talk about. Well, so we just talked about graphic design and video.
Video.
Okay, so then, I thought we talked about it because you said you were doing album covers.
I did that. Yeah, I did. So that's when I started.
You said you were drawing. Though.
I was drawing. I was like more so just taking a picture that I could have something to design an album cover with. But I wasn't really like out and about, like going like downtown and taking pictures of like nature and all that stuff. I really wasn't doing that. Yeah, I really didn't start getting into like what I'm doing now. Like doing like, I just started doing weddings and stuff. I've been doing like sports photography for the Northside Steelers and the Northside Invaders. Just started doing documentaries and stuff. I do have a documentary on my channel too. I did my first documentary on there.
And it's Josh Adams Reactions on YouTube, right?
It's CASO. So people call me
CASO.
CASO.
CASO, that's your middle name.
So CASO. So my I don't tell my middle name.
Oh, all right. My bad.
They don't start calling
He's
me.
no government.
The students might even start, how students in high school like, oh, what's your name? Your name Josh? You know what I'm saying? So don't nobody call me Josh at all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
People call me CASO because that was my rap name.
Okay.
So like Picasso. So
Gotcha,
people like
gotcha,
call me CASO. But I recently changed my artist name to Adonis Hill. So that's
I did see that because
yeah,
I was looking it up. I was like, I don't know if this is him, and because I never heard your voice, I'm like, it could be him. But I don't know if this Hill guy. I don't know if this Hill guy, but it's coming up attached to his name.
Yeah, I recently just did that.
Okay,
But you'll see on my Facebook thing it says like Josh Caso Adams because everybody's been calling me that because that was my artist name before I changed it.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So photography, and then we just got a curveball with the barber.
Oh yeah, I've been cutting hair. Well, you know, in high school, you always had somebody was cutting hair.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? and nobody was getting fades, temple fades. They was getting all evens.
Yeah.
Give me the even, that's it.
That's
you know,
it.
I'm gonna get these
Pushing.
clippers from Walmart or something like that, and I'm gonna give you an even, that's it. You know what I'm saying? And so
pushing. Okay.
I started with that, and I was doing evens like in high school. Started cutting hair, and it's like an art.
Right.
Barber is an art. You know what I'm saying?
Just
so,
another medium.
Yeah, and you can't erase that though. You mess up on somebody's eyebrows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Say you go.
If you're looking like this,
Yes, sir.
if you saluting back here, dog, you can't erase that. Because back then, I mean, they was doing Beijing's. You had that yarmulke, dog. You can't erase the yarmulke.
You can't do that.
So
ain't enough Beijing in the world for that.
And I ain't gonna lie, you can draft it. You gonna have that bite helmet though. You know what I'm saying? You can't brush. You brush that down, man. That's coming down. You start sweating. It's over.
It's all crazy. Don't go outside last week. You know what I mean?
You outside last week. It's over. Crazy because that's only gonna last. You know what I'm saying? A couple hours.
Yeah,
maybe 30 minutes.
You go to bed. That shit is your hairline is on your pillow. Like
they had that, but they get the new stuff now. They had the permanent stuff that lasts for like 3 to 4 days. But they just like when I first started, it was just evens, cheap clippers, and I didn't really understand. Like I said, educating yourself about like investing in decent clippers, and you're gonna have to spend like at least $100 something, maybe $150 on some of those clippers.
Right.
And so I started, around 18, 17, something like that. And still doing it now, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't see myself being in the barbershop though. So long because you standing all day on your feet.
Yeah, that's hard.
I ain't got that time to do, and then it's like I don't like cutting kids too. They just
all
move too
moving.
much.
Man,
listen, last time I did that, man, he was crying his head off, man. My bro lied to me. It was his son, man.
Yeah.
And he didn't even get in the lineup, bro. He was just getting the regular cut. Though.
He was getting a cut.
Just chop it down, bro.
He was getting a Tony Parker,
man. Listen, man, he was doing all the head shakes, man. I said, I can't do this no more, man.
Kids like to move anyway, so like it's difficult. Like even when I get my I don't do it. I take my son to the barbershop. Yeah. And I'm like, you gotta chill. Like his first couple of ones, it was kind of shaky, but now he's kind of relaxed.
He's used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it. But like, to take him there, I'm like, we go through this every single time. Every time you want to get a haircut, you fake sleep. You get up grumpy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sit in the chair. Yeah. I'm like, just relax. You know what I'm saying? Then once he gets the cut,
I can't do the kids, man.
Yeah, he come back smiling and stuff like that. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
I do my son. He's 8. That's it. I can't do another kid.
I can deal with mine, but
I can do mine, but I'll tell people before they even listen. How old is he?
Right.
About 3, 2. Give me eye, bro. Nah, love you, man.
He gonna be 13 and better.
He gonna have to wait. Let him grow his hair out. Give him some braids, man.
100%. So we briefly touched on all your ventures and everything. So I want people are probably asking like, why do you do so many things, or like why are you into so many different avenues? And what's funny, when we talked about it, it's kind of not. You know what I mean? Because it's all in the artist world and media and stuff. But I just want to hear your output, your take on that. I don't want to answer it.
No. So say the first part you said again.
What do you say to people who think you are into too many ventures?
So I would say that it wasn't something that I kind of. It was something that I was kind of like born with. Mm-hmm. We're all born with different gifts.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like when we was talking about the whole music thing, like it was. I loved listening to music, but it wasn't like I wasn't always writing.
Right.
I never was like, oh, I'm just gonna start rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was kind of like I see it on MTV Jams. I'm like, oh, maybe I should try to do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm be honest with you, like when I first started writing, I listen to it now. I'm like, this is Glad Bag. This is horrible. I'm like, what was I?
Would you
Glad Bag.
I'm saying
it's trash.
I say Glad Bag. That's what I said. That's what I say. You gotta say you gotta pull the Glad Bag.
I was like,
I'm like,
it's Masuda.
I'm like, I listened. I'm like, this is straight trizash. I'm like, what? But I'm like, the content though, the message behind it was dope. And I was like, it was my first time like singing and stuff. I'm like, what am I doing, yo? But people was like feeling it though. But you gotta think.
Like, I'm turning this off.
But you gotta think. Back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
like you got your Keith Sweats, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and he cannot sing, bro. But he can write though. He creates some dope. Yeah,
Right.
he can't.
Yeah.
Back then, people couldn't really sing back then.
Yeah.
People couldn't really like R&B artists really couldn't sing back then, but they make some fire hits though.
Yeah, hits for real.
Yeah, and so, but just it was like you said, it's all part of the whole artistry thing. Whether it's like, okay, if you go to the YouTube thing, like you're creating thumbnails, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's photography right there, like taking a picture and then you're uploading it to Lightroom, making it more fire as far as image wise, and then you're uploading that onto Photoshop, and you're creating the text and the
like
you know
an
what I'm
album.
saying?
It's almost like an album cover.
Yeah, it's like an album cover, but a thumbnail.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
thumbnail.
saying?
Right, exactly.
And so it's like, it's all in one, but it's like just step by step. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing goes for, and the video editing. So it's like video editing, photography, and this graphic design all in one.
Right.
And then, if I have time, I'll do music and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about coming out with it's just a balance type thing. But it's like when you're passionate about something, it's just like, you'll find that balance, and you'll just keep on going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and I think that's good. Transferable skills, man. And
Yeah.
you don't gotta ask nobody to help me do this. You ain't gotta wait nobody to tell you to do a logo. Like I do that all myself.
I do it myself. I do it myself, man.
You
it
know,
saves you money too.
One thing we didn't discuss. I mean, we spoke about you being a barber, graphic designer. We didn't speak about like your role with the students. You know what I mean? And some of the different hats that you wore in school. So like, I mean, you was talking about you was working with the students in like a multimedia capacity.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not happening at the moment. So what do you think is like essential for our students? What subject do you think is essential for them to thrive in? You know what I mean?
I feel like art is a great outlet to help with mental health and mental issues. So going back what you said with my first year at the school I was with, I was a parent and I became a classroom monitor, and then the graphic design, the media teacher, he had left, and it was just open. So like they had the students was going to class, and it's kind of like, it was more so kind of like a open space, like study hall type thing.
Gotcha.
And so but I ended up sharing my my skills and stuff, my background with the principal. And I told him, I said, I got my associate's degree in this and that, the media and all that. And so then I ended up becoming the media teacher, right? They didn't have a specific curriculum. So I kind of had to like freestyle and come up with my own thing. And so, that everybody's not, I wouldn't say everybody's not, doesn't have a type of artistic or skill with them. Because
most people don't tap into
they don't tap into it. And so my job, I made it my job to help the students tap into that artistic or skill. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the students in the schools, deal with mental issues, whether it's depression, anxiety, and so forth, right? And so I would get students that would be like, man, I don't know how to draw. Like, I can't do it. Like, you might not know how to draw, but it's like you have to, like, think about what you've gone through with that time period you've been on this earth, right?
Yeah, season.
Yeah, whether it's been, you don't have a father at home or something, or whether you, like I said, dealing with depression and whatnot. What does that look like on a piece of paper? And so I would have I would have 4 classes. So I would have each student, I had them do an album cover, right? And I would say, think about what you've been through. What does that look like? And when you seen that emotions that thing that said Emotions.
Yeah.
That's my album cover for the EP.
Okay.
So it's called Emotions, but on there, it has me looking up, and it has, I don't know if you've seen it, but I put a tear here but it's me not really showing emotion, but that tear shares it means everything.
Gotcha.
That tear means everything. And then it has hand grab me, right? My demon's trying to pull me back down to where I was at before, but then you have a butterfly on my shoulder or on top of my hat,
So
where it creates happiness. You know what I'm saying? So like, grab that art. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it's called emotions. It's different types of emotions altogether, and that's kind of like sharing kind of like my timeline, what I've been through. And so I would have students create designs like
similar to that.
Yeah, it would say it would say one word, but it would have like different words, kind of like going around that, or different images or whatever it may be, you know, around that design. You know what I'm saying, on how they're feeling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, because it helps them kind of like, you know, brings relief.
Yeah, exactly.
Takes weight off of them. You know what I'm saying. And we would have circles like every Tuesday.
That's needed.
And we would just go around and share how you feeling today. You know what I'm saying? Just for that one day, every week. You know what I'm saying? They would share their thoughts, and then we would get to work, and you know, and they loved it. You know what I'm saying? It was a vibe in there, like, you know.
So more classes. I think, like, I mean,
more classes with that, man. I mean, I feel like more classes that focus on allowing students to be able to be themselves and to be able to share, you know, how they're feeling. Because let's be honest, I mean, most the schools, they don't focus on that.
Yeah,
they focus on how many heads they got.
Yeah,
because that's how they make their money.
They focus on the stuff that's not gonna help them in the future.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like, because I'm a teacher, right? So like, I understand why things happen the way they do, but I feel like things could be tweaked just a little bit in order to favor the students a little bit more. Because we all have quotas, we all have things that we have to do, but at the same time, you gotta teach the students that's stuff that's helpful for them for the future. Because if you don't, when they graduate, they're gonna be lost.
Yeah.
And kids is already lost right now.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to grasp them in order for them to tap into some of their gifts?
And that's why I feel like, at first I did want to be, the media teacher, because I felt like, even though those kids could be they could literally be my son and daughter. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't feel my age. You know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. I can vibe with them because I understand them. We sit down, we have conversations, dialogue, we talk, and it's like, and it's a shame that, even though, schools will see teachers that do vibe out and they have that type of relationship with the kids, it's like, no, we don't care about that. We want to make sure, we want to focus just on algebra, chemistry, and science, and dissecting the frogs, and cultural literacy, whatever it may be, and that's it. Right. Like, we don't care about music. We don't care about media.
Those are definitely important, but you got to be able to put those things in as well, because you got to create a whole student, not just a worker. And too many times the schools I've been in, and schools, I've been to or whatever, they only focus on students just being able to do just enough in order to be obedient to get a job somewhere. You have to
fix the numbers. You know what I mean? That's any business. All they care about is the numbers. They don't care about the actual well-being of that person.
Listen.
But if you took the time to build a relationship with that student and find out what they like and don't like, when it's time to teach them the algebra, and
there'll be way more.
It'll be the rapport will be there, so you can have that open conversation. Like, yo, what's up? We just talked. You said, oh, I don't like this. Well, let's relate it to something that you do like. You know what I mean?
Make it culturally relevant.
Because you're going to always do something in life that you don't like to do.
Exactly.
You're going to have to do it, though. You know? So,
but they got to listen, though.
That part.
They don't listen. And it's like, I'm actually still in touch with a couple students that I used to teach. I was a teacher's assistant over at Manchester Academic Charter School over on the north side. Yeah. And I was there for about a year. And I was with the 8th graders, and that was back in 2020, maybe 2021, something like that. And I'm still in touch with them, the students, and they're about to be juniors in high school. which is crazy.
But that just shows you like the relationship that you had, and they still able to reach out to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're focused on their grades and everything, and they got goals. But it's like that's what happens when you just take time to just listen. You're not just yelling all the time, and you're a bad kid. They're not, man. We're not no bad. You ain't no bad kid. You're just making bad decisions.
You're doing more of talking at the kids instead of talking to them.
Exactly.
And that's, I mean, and it's really easy to do that because as a teacher, you're kind of in an authoritative position.
Yeah.
But you gotta make sure you gotta make sure you tap into what's culturally relevant for the kids.
Yeah.
Have some interest in what they're doing. They play football.
Yeah.
All right, cool. They play baseball. They do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Have some interest in what they're doing as well.
Right.
Because it goes a long way. And if they see that, that he actually care about me, like you said, Kay, they're gonna be more adapt to listening to you when you're doing your bum ass algebra project or something like that. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they gonna call
it. Like, now I won't listen to this, but at the same time, if you taking the time to understand where they coming from and their upbringing,
they understand the importance of that. They gonna need this. Like I mean, I had to take English composition. You know, and I'm going for graphic design. I'm like, why am I taking English, bro? Like, why am I listening to Beethoven right now? I gotta dissect Beethoven, like, but I gotta listen to it. I gotta do what I gotta do, whatever the assignment is to get to the next semester. Right. So I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And I see the importance of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and more also along with the relationship, I just want to add the representation too. Mm-hmm. You know, you being black and coming from the community, that is a added layer that other people don't have when it comes to teaching, you know, especially in these black predominant schools. So, so I want to go something deep. Pause, no diddy, and then I want to lighten up the moment. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't,
I was about to say that for you. Like, I'm gonna do deep. Like, all right, now.
When
he said it already.
Watch out that.
I am that pause button. If you get that button on there, right there, press right there.
I'm gonna take it.
Rewind it back.
Yeah, rewind it back. We're gonna go forward. We're gonna take back off. So, you mentioned mental health a couple of times. Yeah. You know what I mean? Can you explain like the importance of your mental health, why it's not talked about, and like how it affected you basically in your upbringing? You know, when you said not having your moms around and everything. Yeah. And just how you got to that journey, because you said you ain't have her, so I'm pretty sure a lot of these kids are missing or have a void in their life, but don't know how to overcome it. You overcame it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So how did you get through that process? What was your mental health state of mind?
Honestly, it was so my cousin who passed away about 2 years ago, going on 2 years ago, he's like my hero. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He was like how Chadwick, you know what I'm saying, the Black Panther was for us. Yeah. When he had passed, or when Kobe passed, and I was never a Kobe guy. I was more Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But because Kobe was a father, you know what I'm saying, it broke me down. You know what I'm saying? So my cousin was that to me, and he always was even when I was going through finding my birth mother, I always kind of like, held on to that pain and held on to, I didn't have a voice yet, and I always cared about what people, how people would see me if I was emotional or shedding tears. I believe that a lot of, as black men deal with that too. Yeah. We hold on to a lot of emotion. I don't want nobody to see me crying, or I feel soft or something that's gonna make me feel soft or whatever. And it's like I had to kind of like, my cousin told me, he said like, bro, you gotta learn how to, you gotta let that stuff go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let that stuff go. And I remember breaking down for my first time, and he was always there since day one, because he was in the tech stuff too. He was in the, and I'll go off of, let me see, recently, 2 years ago he passed, whatever, and that took a huge impact on me. Mm-hmm. Even before that, when my cousin had passed in 2007, he was like my best friend. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I never really was a big guy to trust everybody, because as soon as you try to trust somebody, they stab you in your back or something. It's like, I really don't trust nobody. So my circle's really small. Even now, my circle's small. And so I wouldn't even say I even fully dealt with loss of my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, me and him was the closest, you know, out of the whole family. You know, even if I tried to, you know what I'm saying, you know, keep in touch or whatever, like, you know, with my other cousins, it just wasn't the same. Because it was like the same. It was like maybe a year or two older than him, but it was just like, you know, funny comedian, like
that just vibed all
talented.
the time.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was, you know, we just vibed, and then when that was taken away from me, like, man,
that shit was a hurt piece.
yeah, it was kind of like, you know, I stuck to myself, you know, and I would cover up my true emotions with like just making jokes, laughing, you know, and then when my older cousin passed 2 years ago, it was like, dang, man, I mean, he was a great father, great husband, you know what I'm saying? He had all sons. Even he had two sons with two other women, whatever, but he still did his job and still took care of his sons. You know what I'm saying? So I learned from that. But he always told me, and I live by this, he told me, do what you love.
Yeah, that part.
And that's what I told my students. I said, I will always ask them, what do you love to do? Okay, if you love basketball, you love football, you love music, you love writing, all right, well, then do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to make you, that's what's going to help you.
Bring you joy.
Yeah, it's going to make you, bring you joy. It's going to make you not have that mindset of like, oh, I don't feel like I belong here anymore.
Right.
Because everybody has purpose. You know what I'm saying? You just got to tap into that. But if you're not surrounding yourself with people who's telling you that or showing you that love,
speaking life,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you know, then you're just going to feel like you by yourself and you feel like you're alone. But even with, you know what I'm saying, with my cousin, like, I'm still, you know, I still battle with that. Shoot, I'll be honest with you. When I saw I got my cousin's picture, you know, in the roof of my car. I got it on, you know, on my nightstand. And I looked over one time, I was talking to my wife and everything, and I looked over to his picture and I just broke down. Because it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, why him? Right. Yeah. You know, he ended up getting sick and everything, and he failed, boom, not here no more. So it's like, when I see it, you know what I'm saying, he's right there on my phone right there. He's right there. And that's me. And so it's like, you know, but honestly, it's to get that mental health, especially in the schools though, they gotta want to care though. Like these kids are losing friends, losing cousins every single day.
Trauma,
by gun violence, everything, and it's like this past year was a huge, you know, a perfect example of a young man got shot, passed. He was supposed to graduate. This was his senior year. He was supposed to graduate, and I remember that day. It was like maybe like between 5 and 8 students came in, bawling, crying their eyes out, man, and they ended up going to the counselor's office, and she was just kind of like sitting there, kind of like, you know, like confused on, like, really didn't know what to say too much. Yeah. And it was like 4 of the boys sat down and everything. It was like the father in me was just like, you know, and I understand how it is to lose somebody, how it feels to lose somebody. And so it's like, you know, being, you know, being that person to encourage, and also prayer too.
Stay prayed up.
It's a must, because if you don't stay prayed up, then you're gonna lose your mind. There's no sanity there.
That's a fact.
So you keep God in everything.
I have to, man. It's like and it's not just me growing up in the church. I grew up in the church. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I was a kid, like when I was adopted into the family, boom, church. So I played drums. I played the set too.
Oh my gosh, you about to add to the resume.
I played drums. I played drums. I played the alto sax. I don't know nothing no more though. I was nice with the, you know what I'm saying, like with the sax, and then the alto sax. And I also a couple years back, maybe like 8 years, I ended up becoming a licensed minister and stuff too.
Wow.
No, I don't preach and stuff no more. I was preaching and all that. I wasn't like, oh God, God saying it. I wasn't that type of.
He said no revival.
I wasn't doing all that, having asthma attacks and stuff. I wasn't doing that. I was more so just like a speaker, man. Like, because it's like, you know, when you put that title of like pastor and preacher, and I'm like me, I've always just wanted to be just that voice for the voiceless, man. and you know, be that voice for the fatherless or whatever. Like, that's all I wanted to be.
And it seemed like you want to be amongst the people too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like you said, sometimes if you're in those roles, you can kind of feel big headed. And for one of the first things you said when you start this interview is you humble.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that's very
because I never want to feel like y'all can get anybody y'all want on this show.
Almost.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to reach out to me. True. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you know, it's a blessing because I just love talking and giving advice and, you know, helping. You know what I'm saying? Even if I can help y'all and be a support to y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm big on. And it's like, you know, like we talked about before about haters.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man, for real. And it's like it's like even when you're doing well, right? It's like we talked about it a little bit, like as far as like people want to hate, throw hate, and it's like just because, like, you know, and it's like I've dealt with that, and that can mess with your mental health too. But it's like at the end of the day, you must be doing something good.
Right. That part.
You know, they're dealing with something that they haven't dealt with yet. That's why when they seen you doing good,
they want to attack you.
Who are you? Like I want to be where you at. So why should I support you? Why should I, you know what I'm saying, give you praise or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
People don't realize, you know what I'm saying, like you get more good energy by giving good energy.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. But that's just, you know, that's kind of like a push though. That's a push for me. You know.
Yeah, y'all play with religion if y'all want to, but like you gotta get somebody to pour into you. You know what I mean? All day, and if that's not the big G, then I don't know what you're doing with yourself. Or you I know what you're doing. You online hating.
Oh yeah,
the sucker moves and stuff like that. You know,
it's all this. Don't allow yourself to become the bait, man.
Yeah, for sure.
They out there fishing and stuff, and you start nibbling on the bait. The hate is the bait right there, and then as soon as you like, what would you say to her? Boom, they got you.
Devil working.
They got you.
He always working.
Yeah,
you know
Listen, man. Listen.
Then once you find out, people joke about it, but like people be having those voids and stuff they not addressing.
Yeah.
You know, like you said. And whoever you believe in, like, just tap into that,
right.
You know, and you'll see yourself becoming happier or less depressed or more motivated,
right.
You know. But it's self-awareness. You got to put the work in for yourself first, and then that would spread out to everybody.
You got to keep positive people around you, man.
Yeah, that's
people that are actually doing something though.
That part, yeah.
Because you surround yourself with people that ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they just
not doing nothing too.
Exactly. Like you around people that's like all they want to do is just smoke, and that's it.
That's clear.
All right, let's go smoke tomorrow, man. I'll meet you on Thursday too. I'll meet you on Saturday, man. We just gonna sit here and smoke. We're like, bro, what we doing though?
Yeah, nothing.
Like, where we going?
Binging movies and
yeah, I've been there though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to smoke heavy, all that. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all that, you know. But I was like, man, like, what am I doing?
Yeah, you gotta be able to do something else.
Yeah, like time, time was flying, bro.
Time
like,
was flying.
It waits for nobody.
Yo, I was just about to say that because like, look, all the stuff like, you know, you could be doing so much different things, but you just sitting here squandering your time doing a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
Like that's not it. Yo.
I just think about like 2 weeks ago, I was at, shout out to Rich, I was at his daughter's graduation party, and I was just there, and I was just listening to all these people. You know what they were talking about?
What's that?
Boats. All they were talking about was boats. And I was just like, shit, I want a boat.
Yeah.
Like, but like to say that when you around people who are doing business and doing great things, you get new ideas, and you be like, dang, how do I get a boat now? So now I got to figure out how to get a boat.
And you're always surrounded by the people who know how to get the boat.
Right. You know, don't surround yourself with people that spend money. You're gonna spend money.
And
surround
invest.
yourself. That make money and invest. That's what you start doing.
And that's what I'm trying to focus on right now.
100%. So, like I said, I appreciate you answering the question. I know we, you know, it was a little moment. I didn't know how much you would get, but that was perfect. So, to lighten the moment, to bring it up to current, you know what I mean? It's been a hot topic. I've seen your reaction on your YouTube page about it already. So we're just gonna jump into it.
Let's get it.
Drake or Kendrick, and why?
Just by my reaction, bro. You should already know.
know it's Kendrick.
Come on,
okay.
Bro. It's Kendrick, bro. And you said why?
Yep.
So, listen, that's not to knock Drake, right? Drake is he's a great artist, but what has me even hesitant to say that is because of the copywriting, the ghostwriting. I mean.
Right.
Me, as far as like the hip hop culture, right? And I believe Busta Rhymes spoke on that. Like, if you don't write your own stuff, you just out of it. You don't even qualify for being even the GOAT talk or even, you know what I'm saying, ranked, because you ain't writing your stuff, bro. Somebody else is writing your stuff for you.
That part.
How can you consider yourself a artist or a rapper if you ain't writing your own stuff, bro?
How you talking about you in the trenches?
You ain't in the trenches, bro.
The dude writing it for you.
Bro, you came from Degrassi.
Right.
You was in Degrassi doing that, acting. You know what I'm saying? And then you go, okay, boom, like, all right, he knows how to write, he knows how to rap. All right, cool. You start on there, and it's like, bro, you went from that, you went from singing successful with Trey Songz to now you toting guns now, or you talking about, you know what I'm saying? All, like, bro, I can't even take you serious. It's like it's like with MGK and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like with him talking about guns and all that. Or Slim, remember Slim Jesus? Was it Slim Jesus or something like that? Or Pittsburgh? Slim. This is a white dude. I think he was from here or something. His name was Slim Jesus or something like that. He was talking about guns and all that, whatever. But then somebody confronted him, and then he was like straightened up.
Slim Jesus is crazy, and then to talk about guns is even wilder.
Bro.
That's crazy.
It's like that one kid in high school, bro.
That's
just like, you know, that does all this, right? And just kind of like act. Most of the kids nowadays, though.
Yeah, right.
They sagging in their pants and they will try to act tough, but when it happens, it's like, you know, like, bro, you don't live that life. Like, your mom's a doctor, and your favorite movie is Alice in Wonderland, bro.
Type
just stay
you know
in
what
your
I'm
lane.
saying? Like, stay in your lane. So it's like with Drake, it's like Drake's flow is dope. You know what I'm saying? He has been the most consistent artist within the past 10 years.
10 years easily.
Has never fell off.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I think recently with the whole Sexy Red and that one joint that he did, some Delilah, some Pondery, but it's a Delilah.
Oh yeah. And it went
You ain't see it?
viral.
No.
Oh my!
He came up with
bro.
some Jamaican joint.
Oh no, actually, this here.
Oh my God! Some Delilah, bro.
Yeah, he was wild.
And I'm like, bro, this better be AI. I responded to that, John. I'm like, bro, this gotta be fake. I still gotta listen to it.
So he had the
dog.
accent to it all?
Yeah, it's the whole Canada accent joint. I'm like, bro. I'm like, this is probably the most trash he's been.
Yeah.
Even with J. Cole though.
Yeah.
He did that one with he did a song with what's the dude's name? I forgot. And it's like, it was trash, bro.
He just recently put it out?
Yeah. I reacted to it.
I didn't
It's
see
on my
that
channel,
one.
bro.
Okay.
It was so bad. I'm like, yo,
CASO reactions.
please,
Go see that.
do check it. It's CASO reaction. I'm telling you, it was again glad bad, bro. I've never heard like J. Cole usually be on point, bro.
Yeah.
But you can't come out with something like that after you just did what the might delete later and all that, and the 7-minute drill stuff. Like, you can't come out with something like that fire, and then you come out with this.
Yeah.
And it was a feature though.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. But I am disappointed in J. Cole for bowing out. But again, to your point, that just wasn't his lane. He stated.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what
I mean,
But so I did react to that too though.
Which
So
one?
I heard that Schoolboy Q confronted him.
confronted J. Cole?
Yes.
Okay.
And told him to back out. That's what, and you know, Schoolboy Q and Kendrick is like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He you know what I'm saying? He Crip, Kendrick, Blood, whatever. And I heard that he confronted J. Cole, said something to J. Cole, and then J. Cole kind of backed out.
Interesting.
That's whack.
And I reacted to that too.
Yeah,
You know, I gotta make sure I'm on my stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, but either way, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was disappointed, but
It wasn't his lane though at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But the pen
he's a
game
peaceful
is,
guy, though. The pen game's crazy.
Yeah,
but he's a
like,
peaceful guy. But no, here's the thing though. I can't, like, he's a peaceful guy, but at the end of the day, bro, you still be talking crazy though.
Yeah.
He be talking crazy on us, on, you know what I'm saying, bar for bar, talking, I'm the GOAT in this, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, now it's like, oh, I don't want to do this, man. It's disrupting my peace and all that. But I'm like, bro, Kendrick peaceful too, though.
Yeah, right.
He said what? He said, I'm sorry, I'm boring, but I love my peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with Kendrick, bro, Drake is like for the pop and, you know what I'm saying, for that lane.
Mm-hmm.
But Kendrick is for us, like the people, the culture, the truth behind the hip hop, and you know, and it's like people they don't like to listen anymore. They don't want to dissect that. I don't feel like
For
doing
what?
that.
I want to press play, and I want to hear straight simple bars
Exactly.
Excellent production and a fire beat, and that's it.
What kind of pushed me away from him, from Drake, was when he said, it sounded like you rapping, trying to get the slaves free.
Yeah.
That kind of pushed me away. I'm like, what you mean? Like, what's wrong with trying to get our people free and out of
From
bondage,
mental
whatever?
captivity.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with that?
I mean,
And
but
you find that as an
he-
issue?
You know, he relates to more Jewish.
Oh,
and,
yeah. I know.
Caucasian
So he can't
people.
relate to
know.
that.
Like,
So
yeah,
that's
not-
and that's why I bang with Kendrick, because Kendrick, his cadence is when he gets on a song, it's like every verse is different.
Yeah.
He's unpredictable, bro. Even Eminem said that.
And the entendres are even worse.
Bro.
Like, or even crazy.
Triple
like,
entendres, bro.
And he's like 9 times out of 10. And then some, I forgot what track that was, but
Bro.
I was watching something and they was breaking it down. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, I didn't even peep all the hidden like bars in between the messages.
I like
may
that,
have caught one or two.
I like
but
that,
then when they broke it down even further, I'm
Even
like,
with the A minor thing.
the A
right?
minor, yeah.
Yeah.
that
The
part.
A minor thing, and then it said like only A minor is only in white keys.
Keys, that part.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
A minor is only in white keys.
Who thinks about that, bro? I started spazzing, bro. I said, what?
Yeah.
That's why they're not like us.
I'm like,
That's
I'm
why
like,
they're not like us.
and you seen that though. You seen that at the concert though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Who has done that to the point where from the West Coast where everybody, Pyru's, everybody are on one stage getting along.
Snoop.
Yeah,
I mean,
dancing.
but like, I like Snoop could do it.
He could.
Current.
Probably one of the only other people.
Yeah.
He would have been there, but I heard he was on tour.
Yeah, he was on tour.
Yeah.
He was on tour. So like, I like for Kendrick to do that.
Ironically, he was in Canada.
Yeah. And also with the Drake thing when he did the AI joint that he had to take down, he was pretending to be rapper like Tupac and was it Snoop? Yeah, it was Snoop.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
So why would you do that?
like, bro, first of all,
Because people was like, ain't no way Snoop got on that. Like,
I'm like, it was creative, but it's like, bro, it's not you, and he didn't even sound, you don't even sound like Tupac, bro.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was clever, but it was like, they didn't, Tupac never said that, and Snoop Dogg didn't say none of that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like all of everything that he said, the diss tracks and everything about like the whole, you know, who really represent YG. You know, who really represent. He said,
Just to see YG with.
and then YG was up doing all the toes crossed and Crip walking up there, bro. Like DeMar Rose, DeRozan was up there.
Westbrook.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, like
I just feel like Drake was trying way too hard, like during the battle, like you know what I'm saying. Like I forget why he even started, to be honest with you. But
well,
I feel
Drake
like he was
already, you know what I'm saying. You know, he run his mouth all the time. Like
yeah,
he
he's
was
saying like
speaking on
slow, slick stuff.
yeah,
and
and that's when Like That came out. You know what I'm saying? And Kendrick spoke on Like That, and then Drake did like he did the push-ups and he did something else, and he was like,
Give me 50.
yeah, he was like, all right, where you at? He was taunting him like, where you at? We're waiting on you, and you messed up, bro. Like, come on, you think Kendrick ain't listening, bro?
Yeah, which
He's
I
not
heard,
on social media like you.
Right. I heard that was an entendre too. To drop and give me 50.
Oh yeah,
Which is
yeah,
after
with the
drop
contract.
Yeah, drop the song.
Oh,
give me
yeah.
50 of the rights to it.
But
Like
then
50% of
then
that.
Drake is signed to multiple people. Even Kanye. What's the I forget white dude's name? Kanye had he did a remix to the was it Like That? Remember he did the remix to Like
Oh
That?
yeah, that was
And he
trash.
was speaking.
though.
It was.
It was trash.
He was talking about J. Cole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that was-
glad. This ain't the same
J.
concept.
Glad
Cole
bag.
was
Yeah,
going
glad
to
bag.
clap
Put
back.
that in the trash bag. In another trash bag.
My
Take it to a
suit of
Pilates
that.
class. That's that battle rap right there, cuz. That's that. I forgot what his name. But yeah, like he was. I'm like, bro, come on, Kanye. But he was speaking facts though about the whole contract and him being signed or whatever. But Drake, I feel like I think he's done for, man. He roasted and toasted, bro.
But here's the thing.
He's still gonna make music though.
He gonna make music, but he ain't doing too well right now. Like with the whole Sexy Red thing, but people still gonna listen to it.
Yeah,
It's still gonna get over 1 million some views, bro.
So here's the thing. Here's my take on the battle, real quick. 'Cause I let you go crazy. So in my opinion, Kendrick did win. You know, but Drake is such a diverse artist that he can drop anything at any time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And still be at number one.
Oh, yeah.
And then more importantly, like he's a worldwide artist. So even if he doesn't sell out in the U.S., he's gonna sell out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Internationally,
Oh yeah, for sure, for
So,
sure.
it's
He's still
just
gonna have
like-
his fan base. He's still gonna be out there.
Yeah.
But he's still gonna have them 2 losses though under his belt.
Yeah.
with your boy Pusha
Pusha
T
T
and
and
Kendrick
Kendrick,
because
yeah.
he lost badly.
Yeah,
And there's still always new stuff coming out about Drake, like whether it's ghostwriters and people who
him coming out with a fake daughter was whack too.
Yeah.
That was corny.
Yeah.
Like whether you fed him bait or not, it was just lame. You know what I'm saying?
And they still cooking them. You got Hip Hop Harry did a remix to Not Like Us.
Right.
Hip Hop Harry was crazy.
Hip Hop Harry, bro. He's in the studio rapping about, bro.
Hey, yo.
It's over.
Yeah. All right. So we spoke about moment. That was a moment in hip hop. The Kendrick and the Drake beef or whatever.
Yeah.
So as far as performances in hip hop, within the last 3 years or so, there's only been one or two other memorable moments, performances within the last 3 years. I will give it to Kendrick, and I'm gonna bring it back to the East. And I'm gonna give it out to Jadakiss.
Oh yeah, you talking about the verses?
Yeah, the verses.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that was different.
So which moment was
held more weight in hip hop?
Held more weight for you, in your opinion?
I'm gonna say no disrespect to the East, but I'm gonna say the Kendrick.
Okay.
And the only reason why I'm saying that, of course they both were, made a huge impact in the culture and a huge movement. But it was like for Kendrick to have the Crips, Bloods, Pyrus, even what's his name, who's a leader of the Crump movement. He was even up there too as well, and it was kind of like had his wife there, kids. You know what I'm saying? Even when Drake said, you know what I'm saying, oh, Dave Free and all this, whatever.
Yeah.
Even Dave Free produced helped produce the whole performance and everything. It was just like that type of huge impact to bring that nobody ever did that before. I feel like that makes it the
on Juneteenth too.
On Juneteenth.
On Juneteenth.
You know what I'm saying? That was huge. And even Kendrick says, listen, forget the beef. Like, this is what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? I do it for the picture says it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, going back to the Jadakiss thing, like, it brought back just kind of like the old memories of just the Locks and, Dipset. But Dipset was never really that lyrical besides...
Oh, lyrical. Okay.
No. The impact was crazy.
Yeah, they had a whole movement.
Cameron was not like the Rudy Fruity, Tootie Looty, Frisky Dude, the Hootie Hoo.
Yeah, everybody always bring that part up, but people forget
that was fire though. I mean,
people forget that Cameron really could rap though.
Oh, he can.
And I think
I watch the show too with him.
And I think a lot of times like people get mixed up into like the later parts of Cam after he done made his money,
right?
After he done signed everybody, put everybody on. He kind of was just making music, but
because when you talk about "Come Home with Me," you know what I mean. That wasn't no Fruity Tootie.
Yeah,
no. Like street.
You know what I'm saying?
And he did spit on that J. Cole.
20 to 100, 100 to 1,000.
Oh yeah, he was giving bars on that J. Cole.
Yeah,
he was.
The remix joint.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. He did a little video too.
It was on the might be delete later.
Yep.
Yeah, he did his thing on there. I was surprised
so,
he did his thing.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Like he can spit, but I thought he was more ready than Santana.
Now he's definitely they and we talk about this all the time. Like I feel like Dipset, they came to a popularity contest.
Right,
they felt like they came in and people was the
crowd off of just our name
or just doing it, and the crowd was gonna sing their lyrics. But nah, like they was up there lip singing for real.
They was.
You know what I'm saying? Like one of my
you can't do that with the Locks, bro. You can't do that with Sheik Luch and them. Like
you can't.
They do that though. And they control the crowd. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jadakiss is he is top.
Transmission.
Like, literally top 5 dead or alive.
And he just destroyed them just by himself. Yeah. He didn't even need, like, even though Styles P and them was there, it was just like, boom, I'm going to kill you with this. And they was mad. They were salty.
And that was his second verses, by the way.
Yeah.
That was his, and then he didn't play none of the same songs.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He played
maybe with like few? 3, yeah.
It wasn't a lot, though.
It was a few. It was only a couple.
Yeah.
He only needed that one, though.
Damn,
that one just killed him. Like, I'm like, bro, and that was huge right there. But I feel like that was a huge moment, too, because everybody was stuck in the house.
Yeah, that
you know what I'm saying? That was when COVID was like, everybody was stuck in the house, and it was like, boom, that's when Versus started.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, yeah, this is crazy.
I think that brought back like the essence of old school hip hop and what the lyrical aspect and whatnot. So like they took off of that, and I think for Kendrick, he took it over for like what it is now, and kind of was like, yo, let's not forget, like, this is still how rap is supposed to be played.
Yeah.
Because obviously we see how Drake going to different mediums and, you know, he doing dance hall, he was Sexy Red, he doing all this other stuff now. It still come back to bars and the basics, and you writing it.
Control.
Yeah.
Kendrick did Control, and he was doing that. He did the freestyle on the it was on the BET Hip Hop Awards or something like that, and he was just like taking shots at every rapper, bro. It was off of the Big Sean's Control joint, whatever. And I heard about like Big Sean, like I did a reaction to that too. It was like Big Sean was like a little bit like, because Kendrick killed him on that, and I think he didn't post it. He didn't put that. He didn't put it on his album or something like that. And he was like him and Kendrick was kind of like beefing a little bit, and then next thing you know, it kind of like switched gears, and you know, now Big Sean didn't know where the beef came from and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like even with French Montana too, he was beefing with Kendrick too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was salty because Kendrick ended up getting a Grammy for what, album of the year or something like that, or single, something like that.
It's not Kendrick's fault.
He was salty. Even he said it though.
Which one? What song? What the one with Swally?
That's not even his song.
I can't remember what song it was.
That's the only song I can think of.
Cause he don't got that many bangers. Let's be real.
He
French
don't.
Montana don't.
He said even, bruh. He said French says he had more hits than Kendrick or whatever.
Who said that?
French did. And then your
What's
boy.
the next question, bro? Crazy.
Smoked out.
I mean, I've been with French off the strength. Like, I like all his mixtapes.
Yeah, you ain't doing
I mean, he talking about the Lockout mixtape, but
he was just salty because he lost though. Bro, you salty because you lost, bro. But he's just
go dilute yourself, bro.
We gonna chalk that up today. We're just having fun.
He's wild,
He was
bro.
just being.
Well, he said that. He said like, listen, I respect him, this and that. He changed up his whole wording and everything.
Bro, if I would have watched that and I seen that, bro, I would have updated my computer.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, bro. It was just like, bro, what are you talking about? Why?
Okay, I'm gonna still go for Jada though.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna still go because I mean I don't know if it's an East or West Coast thing or whatever, but
y'all from there too, so y'all gonna represent.
I felt it. I felt that a little different. I remember when all them songs was dropped.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I respect that. I understand completely.
And respectfully, they didn't have to play Not Like Us 5 times
Nah,
in a row.
really didn't, yeah.
I mean, respectfully, I don't care what y'all say. 5 times in a row is excessive, yo.
I mean, they did
it was a hot song. Jada's a hot song.
Jay-Z and Kanye did it for Paris.
Oh,
he did that like 11 times.
In Paris?
They did that. They did that like 11 times.
That's excessive.
That's the most right there.
That's wild.
I'm like, all right, bro. Like, if I'm at the concert, I'm like, all right, man. You want 7 now?
Where's
I'm
my
like,
money at? Like,
can I get Hard Knock Life or something? Like, can I get something different?
11 times is crazy.
11?
right.
Like, it's almost 11. Like,
That beat go crazy too.
It
Both
do,
beats go crazy. Both beats
it did that for that year and everything. They was playing it out, but I'm like 11 times. So like, but you gotta think Kendrick did it. Like he stopped at 8 minor twice, and then he brought out DJ Mustard the 3rd time. Then he did it again. Then he brought out. No, the Dancers was the 2nd time, I think. The two girls came out the 2nd time. Then DJ Mustard. Then it was when did he bring out
the whole thing? That was the last one.
Yeah, he did. Yep, he did. With everybody came out,
and then like Dre introduced like the
Dre
first one.
Yeah,
something like
yep.
that.
So he did like
Yeah,
he played half the song twice, and he did the full song like 3 times or something like that.
Yeah.
But everybody was still singing every lyric.
Yeah, every word.
Every
time. It's a hot song.
Because the second time he didn't rap at all.
Everybody
was doing everything. I'm like, yo, and he doing a video now.
That's fine.
Yeah,
you don't got it
right now
in Compton, bro.
That's how you know you got a track when you ain't gotta rap that shit at all.
Bro, at all.
That's how you know.
So he did it like like 4 times. If you want to count that, time is not
by himself on the stage. The first couple times, like bro, Euphoria, all that, bro.
All those is fine. All right, so talk about fights, good fights.
Let's get it.
I
love boxing.
Let's talk about what's your take on Ryan Garcia's suspension and his W being overturned.
He retired too.
He retired.
He said he retired.
Who retired?
Ryan
Garcia said he retired.
No, I think he just making.
That's what he said.
The clout.
He posted on Twitter. He said something about. He said
I
can't stand this
industry
and everything. Like I'm done with it, And you had your boy Devin Haney dancing and all that stuff, whatever.
That was corny.
I'm like, bro, like
It's too happy.
My thing is, it's like you took the fight, still, you got demolished. You looked horrible. You was looking like Cuz from the Goonies, bro.
Like Martin Hearns,
bro.
Yeah,
he was looking like
crazy.
Sloth from the Goonies, bro. And I'm like, you got destroyed. Like either way, even if he didn't have that much weight on him, you was getting hands, bro.
Yeah.
The whole fight,
doubt
bro.
about that,
You got destroyed the whole fight, and you should have lost the Lomachenko fight too. You got cheated. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko got cheated out of that because your face was looking tore up then too. So it's like it seemed like some of these sports, this is rigged, and it's like, okay, if you use a substance, whatever that was against the rules and everything, okay, cool, hold them accountable. I agree. You still would have lost though, and so now they're taking it further though with the whole they're trying like the lawsuit and everything now.
Yeah, they
trying
to take more money.
He trying to sue Ryan Garcia and them now.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, like
doing too
you're
much.
corny, bro. And now it's like you're okay with having that record. You get demolished, bro, in front of your dad, bro. And your dad know though, like
right, no matter how you put it.
like he was like this with the white scarf, cause like I'm about to throw this out there, cause my son getting destroyed right now, and now you trying to sue him and everything, and I'm like, just take that on the chin, bro. Pause, and you know what I'm saying, just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Like so, it's like I feel like I don't know, I just feel like it's different now. Like I mean, other than what Tank is doing, cause Tank is out there.
Yeah, he's demolishing
just
people left and right.
killing
His
boys.
last fight was crazy too.
Oh my gosh.
But to Ryan Garcia, like whatever drug it wasn't even a performance enhancement. Like,
But it was he passed it though. I thought it was like cool at first, but
he
then
did pass it,
and then it just switched around. I'm like, what happened?
I think they found like a micro, like 1 out of a million or a billion type of something.
Come on,
in his
bro.
system.
Nah, I think
Like,
it's
it was
something else.
He paid somebody something.
Yeah.
They
Find
paid
something.
They paid them, whoever was doing the research and everything. They had to pay them like, listen, go find something so I can keep this undefeated record, man. Like, cause he made me look bad. So when we gonna find out, I don't care
Try
if
to
it's-
tarnish his legacy.
Exactly. I'm gonna find a little spec or something. Whatever spec you got, we're gonna put it on social media so it can take the pressure off of me. But we ain't gonna forget that you lost badly though.
Yeah.
But now it just seems like corny now, man.
Yeah, the people gonna always know, Haney, you took that L, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro,
No matter
like-
if it got overturned officially or not.
Yeah.
Like, you took an L, bro. You lost.
Who you gonna fight next? Like it makes people not want to watch you fight or support you
Yeah.
fighting now. So now it's just like focused on you got Tank. He might be fighting Lomachenko. That's gonna be fire. You got your boy. What's his name? I always forget his name, man. You got Earl Spence. He's supposed to be again. He's looking healthier.
That's gonna be a
You know
good
what I'm saying? And you got Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to see him in Boots fight.
But yeah,
But yeah,
Boots is nice.
I like Bud.
So we gonna see, man. You know, I'm trying to see that Tank and Lomachenko. Hopefully, maybe one day he'll fight Terrence Crawford, but he gonna have to put on some more weight though.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I mean, I just briefly said it. It shouldn't have been overturned. It was a city decision. The people gonna always know, and that's just
This sports stuff is rigged, man.
Yeah.
Sports definitely rigged.
You
for
got
sure.
money, bro. Whether it's basketball, football, man. We already know about the football stuff and Brady and the Patriots and all that stuff, man. I'm like, bro, that makes me sick, bro.
Boston. I'm tired of Boston.
bro.
Good dub, though, Celtics.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Boston. All right, so cool. So a little rapid round I got for you real quick, and then I got one final question after the rapid round.
Yeah.
We're going to tie it up.
Yeah, let's
so
get it.
It's kind of this or that type of thing. So 50 Cent hooks versus T-Pain hooks.
Who's winning? Or just who's the best?
Who's the best? Who got better hooks?
Man, yeah, shoot.
That's it.
Pick wisely.
Man. I'm trying to think.
It should be like drink tips. Take a shot if you can't
Yeah.
pick one. type of
Facts,
thing.
man, bro. Like, I'm trying to think because I'm just thinking about high school and stuff, man.
Yeah,
And
T-Pain had
He had
T-Pain was
some-
on
he got-
everything at
yo,
one point.
buy
Like,
a
real.
drink, even just like love
Yeah.
with
I
a
think
stripper.
07, 08 was
Yeah,
years,
stripper,
yo. He
What
was
song was that?
crazy.
That was his first song.
Chris
the stripper
Brown,
song.
that love you dirty.
Oh
That-
my!
that-
Oh,
that
Kiss
is
Kiss.
another one.
Good
yeah.
Life. We was talking about Good Life.
Good life. Another one.
There's another one with
Blame It with him and Jamie
JD,
Foxx.
that was classic.
Pulling out on smash and
Oh,
in the hood. On the dash. I'm the biggest boss that you say.
I'm the
That's
biggest
Rick
boss.
Ross.
Oh,
Oh,
but he was
fire.
the hook.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
the
yeah,
hook.
oh
yeah.
my
I
god.
forgot about that.
That was.
Oh,
That was
no,
fire. 50 Cent Akon.
Oh yeah. Oh
I forgot about the
Another
about
one.
the drum and him and Rick
Another
Ross. That
one.
was flames.
Yeah.
I remember
You
at
got
that
50
time.
Cent with the candy shop. You got the first song he came out was what birthday what's it called? Dang.
In the club.
You talking about 50 now?
No, not what was it? Wankster.
Oh yeah, it was Wankster. It was probably
Wankster.
the first one.
You got In the Club. You got he got a lot.
You got the whole G-Unit albums.
All the
You got the
G-Unit.
G-Unit.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say because T-Pain was always like mainly focused on just the hooks. Like
Yeah.
he was always like 50 Cent really wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna get 50 on a hook. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you got
I'm gonna call 50. Hey, 50, you wanna try to sing on this hook?
50 got some hooks though.
He do.
But he
Yeah.
also like I think not just the hooks though. He actually inspired and did a lot of writing in the background.
Disco was it?
And, like,
or something like that.
If you he said this before, and if you listen to Game album, the documentary, Game album went 5 times platinum.
Oh
right?
yeah.
He created 6
Hated or
songs.
Love It.
Hated or Love
Yeah,
It.
that is
Higher,
great.
How We Do,
Yeah.
West Side
Yeah,
Story,
it is.
Special,
West Side Story, my favorite song.
Special, and Church for Thugs.
Yeah.
And if you listen to all those
All
songs,
those
those literally the best
fire.
songs on his
Yeah,
album.
truth.
Yeah.
They're the best songs on his album. So like that was all 50.
Dang.
Oh no, me personally, I'm gonna take a shot for that one because
Yeah,
I would.
I would have to
Because you
take
said
a
a
shot
couple of
too.
drums, I was like, ooh, I forgot
Yeah,
about
I
that.
was about to take
I like.
I would have to
T-Pain,
take that shot
and
too,
I love
man.
50 Cent, man. So we're gonna take a shot to that one. I can't believe we couldn't figure that one out. Like we couldn't pick.
Yeah. Nah, because he said a couple of, I forgot that Rick Ross, that was
bro.
fire, yo.
He was on he literally
Freeze.
owned for like 4 years, and then he only fell off because Jay-Z dissed the auto-tunes joint.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
when
people
it's
started-
bad.
It was the killer. What's come some auto tune he had this
Killer Death of Auto-Tune.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But Jay-Z got
But the auto tune's been out way before T-Pain
Yeah.
though, man.
Facts.
So I mean, it's like he just. But T-Pain can actually sing though.
that part.
He was on what's it called, that show where they dress up as mascots and they sing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But they-
Like,
they-
you gotta
I
guess.
think
You
it
gotta
is
guess
Yes,
who
one,
it is.
he actually like he could sing though. Like,
Yeah, he just did a live. He
Yeah.
just dropped the whole album like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He was just going live, and the niggas was like, I didn't know you could sing. This nigga,
he could
know how to
actually sing. Like,
bro.
I'm gonna give it to
Good on
T-Pain.
T-Pain,
It was
you
like-
give
T-Pain.
It was one
Okay,
year
okay.
that he came out. It was they was doing either Song of the Year or something, and literally it was like 8 songs, and he was on everyone.
Everyone. Yeah, you gotta think about all those
Hey,
Kanye
I
see,
joints.
that's crazy.
Shoot, Kanye got some
Yeah.
stuff too though.
Yeah.
Kanye got some stuff.
Kanye's another one. This is another one. Rush Hour or Bad Boys.
Man, you got 3 Rush Hours, right?
Yeah.
You got 4
You
bad
got
boys.
4 Bad Boys.
Did you see the new one?
Nope.
It's
I already
decent.
know it's
Yeah, I
gonna be
like
fire.
it. Yeah.
It's decent.
I like it.
It's a good continuation of the story.
Mhm.
Dang. I'm gonna say Bad Boys because they got 4.
Okay.
Because
You know what's so funny about these two? So originally with Martin back in the day, you know, Jackie Chan was on Martin,
yeah,
like throwback. So he said, Martin said that's when Jackie first offered him the role.
yeah,
to
I just
Rush
seen that.
Hour.
I just seen that. I
Yeah,
just seen
yeah.
that interview.
I ain't see that.
Back
There's an
Yeah,
interview with him and Will, and it was like a confessions type thing.
Yeah.
And he was saying, and Martin said that, yeah, you know, Jackie Chan offered me this and that, but he said it wasn't like enough money.
Money type thing, yeah.
So it's kind of like a truth for like, do you think it's true or not? So I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't know that.
It's like 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 2 truths and a lie.
I didn't know that. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that,
If you think of it now, like how do you think that would have went through?
I think it would have been fired. I mean, but I don't know. I feel like it was like meant to be with Chris.
What it
Tucker.
is, yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like
Yeah.
it played out perfectly for
Yeah.
whatever moment, whatever his decision was. It ain't enough money or whatever. That was a right move to make because Rush Hour was fire in its own
It
right. I can't not see it without Chris
Chris Tucker. I
Tucker.
can Martin
Like, you
probably
know
was
what I mean?
different.
That's
Yeah.
like seeing Jackie Chan and Bad Boys or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
it
Will
just-
Smith, like,
it just
I don't
wouldn't
see-
It just be a
work.
little different.
Yeah, imagine Jackie kicking my ass and
Well, yeah, he definitely be washing niggas up though for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, wash
No
your
guns,
ass.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no guns. Yeah, straight action.
Yeah.
That's why you gonna get these hands, boy.
Yeah, true. But I understand the money thing too. But Martin didn't know.
You know what's funny? If we talk about that, did y'all know that Ja Rule was offered a role that Ludacris had in the Fast and the Furious series?
Yeah, I know that. I think he would have been decent though.
They said that he came off. He just had, I think his album came out. He was just double platinum, and they was gonna offer him a larger role because he was in the first one. Mm-hmm. They was gonna offer him a larger role in the series, but they only was gonna give him a couple of dollars. It wasn't a couple of dollars, but he wanted more money, and they was just like, nah, we just gonna go to Ludacris. Yeah. But over time, they said Ludacris made like almost $30 million.
That's crazy. Dealing
with the franchise, and you see what Ja Rule's at. I mean, he still got money, but
I don't know how he getting money. I don't know where he getting it from.
However you getting it, you know what I'm saying?
No sports drinks and that. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, right.
It's a fry festival or something. I don't know
what he doing, but he making man.
However you doing it.
He ain't making the Knicks.
He torn though. He might be getting from torn because that's where, you know what I'm saying. What'd you say?
He said he making the Knicks.
Oh, no, that last performance that was shizz ass.
I remember 50.
Murder, everybody, what's my name?
He was
all right.
He performed at a Bucks halftime show.
That was it.
And,
okay.
He's like, what's my mother name? He was like, all right.
It's all right.
I'm like, yeah. We don't know. Get off the halftime show, bro.
All right.
We don't know you, cuz. But Ja Rule been around for a grip, though.
Yeah.
Was that Jay-Z and what's that song?
Holla.
Yeah. I was like, yo.
Like 99.
I'm like, who is this?
Yeah. That was fire.
I'm like, he can spit though.
Yeah.
And he got hits.
Nah, Ja Rule got hits too, for sure.
He got some hits. He got some hooks too. He got some hooks too.
Definitely got some hooks.
He just took too much damage from that 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I was talking about the other day. He didn't have anybody that can go with him toe to toe. No. 50 had Banks.
Yeah.
He didn't have no Banks. Black Tie wasn't doing it, bro.
Truth.
You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't have nobody for that.
Nah, the brother ain't did really. Yeah,
they ain't have nobody for that.
Banks was a problem.
Yeah.
People
Banks
sleep
was
on
a problem.
I had
been a problem.
Yeah,
like you could take off Young Buck. He had
the
Banks.
wrong punchline to leave you at the side of your house. Like,
oh my goodness.
You know what I mean? It was just one of those moments you just had to be there.
Wow.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Took me back. I missed them days.
Yeah, for sure. I still got one. I got that Playboy mixtape downstairs.
Oh,
the gray cover.
Wow.
Yeah, it's classic. I don't even think it works.
For real.
But
I don't know about that Green Lantern of 50 Cent though. That 50 Cent Green Lantern.
The DJ the Chini Radio joints.
Oh
and
my goodness.
Oh, that was with Who Kid. My bad.
Yes.
That was with Who Kid.
That was my joint.
But yeah, those was fire. I used to collect. I used to steal those back in the day. Like, oh my god, good times. Like you just had to be there. Like the come up of 50 Cent in G-Unit was like legendary.
That was a movement.
Yeah, that was legendary. All right, so we said Bad Boys. We said T-Pain. I feel like this one, it's a toss-up. J. Cole or Jadakiss?
Jadakiss.
I'm going with who I listen to most.
J. Cole.
I'm gonna.
That's mad messed up.
No, I'm gonna say this.
I'm
gonna say this.
J. Cole.
I'm gonna say this.
This is crazy.
I'll say this. Artist-wise, with the full package, J. Cole.
Okay.
Rapper-wise, lyrically, Jadakiss.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
Because I feel like J. Cole got a lot more in his catalog
correct.
of songs.
Yeah.
Jadakiss got some.
Don't say he ain't got no songs for the ladies.
Oh no,
don't say that.
I know that. I know that
he got Grammys.
He got some bangers. Cole got a lot more. You know what I'm saying? As far as it's like in his catalog. Now he's lyrically he up there. Jadakiss just raw. Like he's that raw. You know what I'm saying? Lyrical ability.
Jadakiss never really had that great production team behind him the way he's supposed to.
No.
Because like he had. Like I feel like his lyrics was hitting on them albums, but the production was
it wasn't
glad bag, like you said at times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like and he had like I think he had 3-4 albums, and like I mean his best album probably like I don't even know what's his best album. I can take songs from each one.
That's how I feel with Eminem. His production is glad bag.
You can't listen to his tracks in the car for real.
Only back in the day for me.
Yeah, Marshall Mathers stuff.
Yeah, like Eminem show with Superman.
Oh yeah, they call me Superman. Yeah, I call you Superman.
I used to know every lyric on Eminem show. After that, nothing. He got Venom
slap
though.
you on that back.
He got
you
Venom.
Can't stand.
It's nice.
But I heard
Too damn bad.
I heard that Proof wrote a lot of his lyrics.
Oh, what's the name? That girl was just talking about
What's her name? Jaguar Wright.
Jaguar Wright. Was
Oh,
just
wow.
going
I heard
off on
that
him.
she said
And
that
that's why
Proof
Proof-
wrote and like basically made Eminem. Like he wrote most of this stuff. Is it all true? I don't know if it's all true, but I believe that he did do some writing and stuff. He did discover Eminem and all that. But so I don't know.
Yeah, she was saying that that Eminem never gave him his like rights for like
Yeah, I heard
bringing
that
him
too.
out to the game and
Yeah,
like
bro.
putting him on. Because if you really think about it, like nobody really cares about a white rapper in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
true.
you had to have some type of
I talk to
people
my
in the
bro about it all the
culture,
time. bro.
Notoriety.
that
back-
comes
give
with
you
it.
that backing.
Like who was that?
I talk to him. I argue. Well, I don't argue. So me and my bro go back and forth all the time about Eminem. As far as like being one of the top lyricists to do it and everything, and I feel like he is top in my opinion. You know what I'm saying lyrically. He's back in the day he said he'll say some goofy stuff whatever that might not make sense, but I'll take it back to when Renegade.
Yeah, Renegade.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the only
When
verse
you got Jay-Z saying that
lost.
you're, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
crazy, like, and giving you your credit, I feel like that kind of like, when you got the top guys in the game who are scared to get on a track with you,
Yeah.
I feel like that puts you as like one of the top in the game,
It has
lyrically
to.
wise.
Yeah.
Like, you got the top guys saying that you are that.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even Busta Rhymes said that. Like, he said he had to go and rewrite his whole verse, bro, because he heard Eminem's joint. I'm like, oh yeah, like that's I gotta rewrite that, bro.
Yeah, you may not like him, but when it comes to a feature on him, you know you got to bring your
You gotta
best
come correct for sure.
You gotta
A game because he's going off. He's taking your head off.
exactly.
every trip.
And you get people don't like people don't like listening. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I mean, I feel like Eminem. I can't say Eminem fell off because his fan base is huge.
Yeah.
He's gonna sell albums, bro. Like he's gonna be on the top with selling albums, regardless.
You think
if
it's
we
'cause
like
you
it or
like?
not.
I don't think it's a culture.
I feel like this is not.
thing.
It's just.
I don't think that's solely the reason. Because I think he is nice.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's solely the reason. I feel like it just depends on everybody has their type of sound that they like listening to. It's just like with rock or country. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people that are going double platinum with country albums.
Yeah.
And we don't listen to none of it, but there's certain group and people that listen to that, and it's regardless if we listen to it or not. I mean, you can't argue with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You think of like Pittsburgh, Kenny Chesney come every June.
And it'd be packed. It'd be
Shit,
packed, bro.
You got your core fan base.
And you
Like,
can't.
that's
If
it.
you can hate on you want all you want, you know what I'm saying. But it's like at the end of the day, like bro, you can't argue with the numbers.
That's a fact.
You can't argue with numbers. Like
You
dude,
packed down there.
you get like 20-something million streamers. You know what I'm saying? Streams on.
Every trip,
You know what I'm saying?
you're gonna be high.
So you can't hate on that. You know what I'm saying?
That's,
So
that's how Jay-Z built his fan base. You
Yeah.
got you guaranteed to sell 4 million
Yeah.
albums every time you drop. You're gonna be hot. Like,
like the same thing with Kendrick, like with the whole Not Like
Kendrick,
Us
another
thing.
one.
Bro,
Yeah.
double platinum already?
double platinum.
Bro, it
It's-
came out a month ago.
Yeah, and it's
It
gonna go
already,
triple.
bro?
I think it's gonna go quadruple.
Oh, yeah.
platinum, like,
It is.
easily. They
Even
just
with
give
this
it, like,
the
2
video
more
coming
months.
out, bro, it's just going. It's like you
Yeah,
can't.
that's
you can't
that's
argue
another
with it.
layer of it.
Yeah, give it more life. You like how I did that, right?
Okay, the Drake more like okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like you can't argue with it, man. Like Kendrick he got the crown right now, man.
Yeah,
He
for
do.
sure.
I mean, I don't know anybody else that ever had a crown. It's either it's going with Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, but with Cole bowing out, it's like it's
He'll take his back seat until he's ready.
you're gonna have to take the back seat. But I mean, they both dropped. All three of them dropped an album, so
Yeah, we always gonna know where J. Cole stands.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's the one thing we
that's
can
not
respect
taking
about
nothing
it.
from him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
then he's still gonna make another banger.
Yeah, for
soon,
sure.
Too, so
For sure.
we gonna all fuck with it. And then
Yeah.
the last 5 years, his feature game has been like
For
on
Cole's?
point. Yeah,
Except for that last one, bro.
except for that one. I gotta go back and listen to that
When
one.
you listen to it, you gonna be like,
Bad, bad.
what are you take? I'm telling you, you gonna be like, I'm turning this off.
Okay. I'm not in no rush to listen to it.
I'm
But
telling you, you
I'm
don't
gonna
need to
just
be-
hear it.
I'm telling you, throw it in the trash.
So I got one more question and
Yeah.
then to wrap up.
Yeah.
And I should have asked this a lot earlier in the
Yeah.
conversation, but things was happening. What is your favorite grind to do out of everything that you do? You know what I mean?
Favorite grind?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say being a father and a husband. Yeah, that's my favorite grind because at the end of the day, you know, I want to have a huge impact in my kids' lives. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I want them to look back and be like, man, like, you know, my dad was a great father, you know, and I had a great husband, and he was always there for me. He always gave me advice. He always provided all those things.
100%.
You know, all that stuff. I mean, everything else, you know, other things matter too. I mean, graphic design and all that. I love doing that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, I don't ever want to put that first before me being a father or a husband. Mm-hmm. Even though that's what I love to do, but just me, even the past weekend, spending time with my kids, watching movies, having movie night, eating popcorn, like, you know, seeing the smiles, playing video games with them. That's what matters to me most.
That quality time.
Other than sitting downstairs in front of a camera, you know what I'm saying? Making content for people I don't know.
That part, right? Like, yeah, you're not gonna meet these people.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even though I love doing that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, I love my kids, I love my family, you know, and that's my main thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
I love that answer. Yeah, love that answer. And so, father, husband, web design, that's your favorite thing. Yeah. So take note of that. You know what I mean? We hope you gained something from this episode.
Yes, sir.
Josh, just do us one last favor. Drop all of your platforms. I don't even know if we're gonna have space for this, but you know what I mean? It's
real simple. It's real simple, man. I'm not on Snapchat and stuff. I mean, I'm rarely on TikTok, but my main ones are on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube. It's CASO. Reaction is CASO. It's not CASO because everybody call me CASO. It has nothing to do with cheese. It has nothing to do with cheese and nachos, man. So it's ITS-CASO. And then it's reactions. You can find me on YouTube. Find me on Facebook too. Josh CASO Adams, and Instagram is it's CASO You Heard. So, but it's not the word you, it's the letter U then heard. You can find me on Instagram.
All right, so yeah, make sure you go tap in. We got followers already. We strive to have as many followers too. You know what I mean, and more. So, but we got to stay on the grind until we get there. You know, so
we're gonna talk more.
For sure. We love what you're doing, man. We appreciate you for pulling up to the podcast. Make sure you go follow him. Follow us, subscribe, comment, all that other good stuff. You heard?
Push the movement.
On that note, I'm Kay.
I'm Chaz.
And our special guest today is
Josh.
And we are Culture Content, baby.
Yes,
Let's go!
Get it.
That's it.